Welcome to another season of Friday Night Insight. I'm Jim Peters along with
Wavy Gravy.
Co-hosts 3 in 3 years. I don't know what's
It's like the drummer from Spinal Tap. Boom, they're gone.
We call it Friday Night Insight, but week one, should I take the helmet off?
It's up to you, brother. I'm going to keep this on with the whole show.
Take the helmet off. It was getting a little sweaty underneath there anyway. But we call it Friday Night Insight, but actually there's going to be a lot of Saturday night this season, especially in week one. I think we have, 4 games on Saturday night this week, highlighted by
Warren Central. Yeah. It might be the best college team Merrillville's ever played, and 10 to 13 Division I players on Warren Central. Everything on paper says it's going to be Warren big, but back in '07, everybody thought they were going to come in and wax Merrillville, and it didn't happen. Merrillville upset them. Obviously, if you're betting the farm, you put it on Warren Central, but
not that we advocate that or anything.
No
like
gambling. How much do I owe you?
Purely for recreational purposes. I'm surprised you didn't put the pig trophy out in front here.
I should go get it
to rub it in a little bit. So.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Merrillville competes and hangs with Warren Central. How long they can do it, who knows? Because they're very young, but Merrillville looked very talented last week against Lowell in the scrimmage. You have another Respopovich at quarterback. He looked very good. I think it's a game worth going to see without question.
F and I went out to Merrillville, to Demery Stadium, to talk to Zach Wells to see what he had in store to pull off the upset Saturday against Warren Central.
Obviously, to win a game against the third-ranked team in the nation, you've got to do a lot of things really well. Number one, you got to take care of the football, and you've got to win the turnover battle, and you've got to win it, pretty handily. We need to get a couple more than they're going to get off of us, if they get any at all. So taking care of the football is going to be big. I think that we need to do whatever we can to minimize big plays with our defense, and as well as with their special teams. Special teams is going to be another big part of that game, because they put so many playmakers out on their special teams that it becomes tough to minimize some of the potential that those guys have for big plays.
Wavy. Ton of good games this week.
Always in week one.
You got a great series of games with Michiana against Illiana, Penn, Valparaiso, Mishawaka, Portage, South Bend, St. Joe, Chesterton. Locally, some of the other big ones where you're looking at.
The leather helmet is on the line at Lowell, Crown Point. They've been playing this since 1903, 5 years before the Cubs last won a World Series. Not that I'm counting.
Right,
but,
5 years before both of us were born, too.
I believe
right?
so,
yeah. We're appealing to the middle-aged set this year without the young co-host there.
Yeah, but, it's going to be interesting. Lowell played very well against Merrillville. Crown Point, from what I heard, struggled a little bit against Andrean in the scrimmage. This game is always good. It'll come down to who makes the fewest mistakes, I believe. And then right down the street, Munster, Lake Central. Brett St. Germain's second year at Lake Central. Is this year they get closer to turning the corner? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, this could be the springboard game for Lake Central. They've been very close. They've been very close in the Munster series, both in the regular season and in the playoffs, and come up 3-4 points short, one play, one score. And if they win this game against what we're figuring is a pretty quality Munster team in its own right, the experienced quarterback and what looks like a solid defense, so then this could be the surprise team in the area this year. Until week 2, just a reminder, a lot of games on Friday, a lot of games on Saturday. Get out and see one, get out and see two, and be back with Wavy and I for, or whoever my co-host might be next week, for another edition of Friday/Saturday Night Insight.
Are we doing this at Woodstock next week?
That's up to Brian.
Okay. See ya.